in Brawlhalla.
We're gonna be clipped on Twitter. We're literally gonna be clipped on Twitter. These casters have no idea what they're talking about. Either way,
because we're right. Telos bottom 3 in the game easily. Anyways, game number 1, my friends. We're jumping in. Double Telos up against Queen Knoi. Now, Queen Knoi is the real unconventional pick here. Queen Knoi, I feel like Into is most popularized by Guichibu, right? You have super active signatures. You can make some really crazy stuff happen.
Fozy, Hermison, we got some OG EU players on it too. We have, of course, also we have Fiend, right, in SA. So I mean, this really is an SA pick. Knoi really getting in touch with his SA roots right now with this pick. Side signature comes out. Tokyo with a beautiful punish. I love that 3-piece.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage. That's going to be the headlight into that side stick. That was huge. But, oh my gosh, okay, that's a huge save from Knoi. But still going to find himself off stage. K is going out there looking for the GCD light. Not going to be able to find it. And I think this might be the end of K's stock. But Knoi was up a little bit too high. And he wasn't able to get the down. A 2-piece side light neutral true combo going to be coming through. Okay, let's see what it's going to be. D-Sig in the wrong direction. Knoi is not going to be able to get into the interrupt in time and save his teammate.
I've been looking at K or Kai so far this stock, and I've got to tell you, his situational awareness and his target swapping has been absolutely immaculate. This guy is a master on the hammer in a 2v2 setting.
Oh, Knoi landing with the silly that is going to be the stock. Nice job cleaning it up, but right now the red team is behind in damage. If I'm the blue team, I'm taking a look over at Space here. Space is already at 155 into the red. The side stick is going to be coming through, and there it is. That's going to be the stock. D-Light into the recovery, almost comboed. That would have been so much damage, Polly.
Let's see what they're able to do here. Space able to move in there with a neutralite. Follows it up with the Seer. He's creating a lot of space here, but Tokyo is taking stage control right back, giving Knoi a hard time, as Knoi is just getting tossed around right now by Tokyo and K.
Okay, I like the idea there. Landing with the Sailor, that's not going to be enough to close out K, but this could be a really big opportunity for the red team if they can capitalize. But Tokyo fighting the 1v2 so well. Knoi is going to be able to get the D-Sig. That's going to be one stock. Oh, Tokyo.
Nice timing by Knoi with the dare. I loved what Knoi did, throwing out a Sair into the immediate down signature on the spear to cover himself as his opponent tried to punish. Very, very nice bait, but it wasn't a bait. It was just a failed revenge hit, you know.
Space is in a really tough position. The red team has been split up. Tokyo just going to be going in on Knoi because Space is playing back. Space is the one that's been trying to save himself. And then all that the blue team needs, they just need to go in on Space once, just like that, dashing in, able to get the D-Sig. The axe juggles, 2 axes, as Kataris is your worst nightmare. I have no idea how you're going to be able to get in. Sidelight, neutral, recovery is coming out. Every axe button coming out in quick succession. I think that this is going to be it for Knoi. I don't think that you make this comeback. This is 2 Terrorists on the screen. They've got lethality. They need anything to take the stock.
There it is. Stomps here is going to be enough, and that's going to be Tokyo closing things out. 642 damage, and I'm honestly really surprised by seeing Tokyo statistic-wise being a lot higher than K. I feel like for the first half of the game, K was my GOAT. K was popping off so hard on that hammer. Both of these players were grabbing my attention. The one player where I'm still kind of unsure of how to feel about is Space.
Yeah, we did not get to see a lot of presence.
Falling behind a bit.
I think a really tricky thing that ended up happening was, I believe it was Space that was like really behind right when it was like last stocks apiece. Yeah, he was like really behind. And so, you know, you obviously have to play safely. You have to kind of play keep away. You have to really make sure that, you know, the opposing team doesn't set it up into a 2v1. But the problem with playing so far away, right, is that they're just able to go, okay, if you're going to give us this much space, we're going to go ahead and just fully capitalize on, you know, the other guy, the one that's left by himself, the one that's in front of us. And so I think they did that very well. And so at a certain point, Space was playing by himself. Knoi was the one that was kind of getting beat up a little bit. And then, you know, the game ended up slipping away. Game 2, we're going to be going to Demon Island. Let's see what they're going to be able to make happen here. Right now, the situational awareness and the combos for the blue team are too good, Polly.
Tokyo with incredible anti-air right off the get-go, and this is the thing I feel about Tokyo. And oh, I can't even start yapping. Knoi immediately with the GC neutral signature on the Queen Eye. Great option to get that knockout. Great option to get that knockout.
Why
now, as I was saying,
Queen Knoi in twos.
Yeah. As I was saying, I feel like Tokyo and K, the main thing they have over Knoi and Space is their stage control.
Oh, the Stomp 2 is going to be coming through right now. Both members of the red team in a bit of a predicament. K tries to play back, tries to play support though. He ended up misspacing his side light and hitting his own teammate, and the red team was able to re-establish neutral. Space going out there, looking for the N-Sig, not going to be able to find it. He wants the downer so badly. The weapon toss comes through, and he is going to be able to get the stock. Tokyo finds himself off stage as well here. He eats a downer, and that is now K on his last stock. Tokyo on a second. Space and Knoi. K, get back onto the stage. K, get back onto the stage. Okay, Knoi wants it bad. Knoi wants it bad, Polly.
It's crazy how when you're on those guitars and you dare into the side of the wall here on Demon Island, it actually spikes you downwards, and it spikes you downwards a lot. It's insane. Knoi was abusing that while his opponent was in white, pretty much, throwing out that dare, sending them super far down into vulnerable situations. Knoi is really making these guitars work, and they're putting Tokyo and K into situations where they're the most weak. Knoi, you gotta commit to this offstage. He can't find that dare though. Doesn't go for a Sarah instead. The delayed D-Light Sarah is going to be enough to get the knockout. Can they find something okay? The ground pound is too far to the left. Knoi dares his own teammate into the funny angle, but he gets the chase dodge back up, only for Tokyo to get a revenge hit.
Yeah, Knoi, not gonna lie, you kinda sold out your own teammate just now a little bit here. That grab found was pretty brutal, but right now Knoi able to get that GC N-Sig there to be able to follow up off the D-Light. It is just so much damage. K is struggling. K is trying to find a way to be able to land back down, but still able to go ahead and save his teammate out of that string. The weight after the stomp, Knoi is gonna be able to go ahead and take out K. Tokyo fighting for his life now.
Wow, Space and Knoi with a masterclass here of a second game, and that's going to be a nice neutral signature follow-up to close things out here. Yet again, I gotta say it, Knoi is my MVP, dude. Knoi, well, last game was K. This time around, it's Knoi. Knoi has been my MVP for the red team for 2 games in a row. What I really love about Noi's gameplay was how he was mixing things up by really utilizing the Queen and I signatures more. We were seeing them a little bit in the first game, but I feel like the Queen and I signatures and his ability to use them and his knowledge about them, exactly. And he just made them work so well.
Yeah, Guitar Twos is not necessarily the most popular pick, but then, you know, the signature kit from Queen Eye is amazing. But then we really got to see Knoi use a lot of the Guitar kit, especially when it came to the offstage. I gotta say, K and Tokyo, when it came to the offstage gameplay, they might need to tell somebody, they might need to tell Dichu, because they got bullied, Polly. That was really brutal. They were having a tough time making it back on. Space and Knoi, they did amazing. And now the game count is 1-1. Let's see how this goes.
I mean, K and Tokyo, as soon as they have stage control and they're pushing Knoi and Space away, they are golden. They're looking so good. The problem was Space and Knoi, especially Knoi, were able to separate them. And in those isolated 1v1s, Knoi and Space are just stronger.
Oh, Knoi, the extended sidelight is going to be able to connect. Tokyo, not going to be able to find his landing sail. Able to get the neutral follow-up off of the downer, off of his own teammate. Having 2 hammers and landing gets can be so scary. Space in a nasty position. Tokyo target switching onto Knoi.
There you go.
Stomp sail #1 coming through.
They have stage
it's not
control.
enough to KO.
They get stage control, and that's when they start dominating. I'm telling you. But just like that, you make one slip off, and Knoi is going to be able to find that knockout. Okay. Is able to find another one. Tokyo with the down signature is not going to be enough just yet. Can they find the nair? It's going to come out, but it's not going to be enough to get the knockout. Queen Eye has so much defense, you got to keep in mind.
I'm thinking about that Queen Eye desig. I feel like I never get to see the spike hitbox directly below. It's usually like to the side or like the upper one, but the direct spike below, that was an ugly, ugly angle. But Space, he's going all the way out there. He wanted the GC N-Sig. He's not going to be able to find it. Tokyo with a slide charge N-Sig. He was looking for a cheesy stock. K and Tokyo, they want to steal the stock. They're pressing that N-Sig.
Queen Eye signature has that 2015 beta frame data. 2 dares is all it's gonna take for K's stock to be taken away too here by Knoi. Tokyo able to get a nair to disarm Knoi. Both of them struggling to get back onto the stage. D-Light Stairs gonna knock him away just yet again, but it's not going to be enough.
Nice.
Neutralize. No stock either.
That was
yet
such
again,
good
Queen
bait.
Eye's defense.
If he missed the downer, If he missed the down, his teammate was going to be right there behind him to be able to cover with the end light poly. That was just a really good play overall. Knoi is making it back onto the stage here, but he's quite deep into the red at this point. It can take just about anything, and that is going to be enough to take out the stock. Space. Uh-oh. I'm worried about Space right now, but maybe I shouldn't be, because he is pogoing K.
Maybe you should be worried about Knoi instead. We're trying to get something started on him there. K trying to catch that landing off of Space, but unable to do so. Finding a punish onto Tokyo here. Down into red. They need that knockout. They're unable to find it. Oh, massive commitment with the side signature. Nice punish by Space. The second Sair will be needed to get the knockout. Space is taking a lot of damage here. Oh, he doesn't have any options.
Dodge? K kind of threw away his own stock. He ended up just air dodging away from the stage. He lost all of his resources. It's okay because he still has another fresh stock here, of course, but we'll see if that actually ends up being pivotal. He goes for the D-Sig. He's able to cover the cross-up. He's going for the side sig. Both K and Tokyo, they are letting those signatures rip.
Alright, let's see. All players relatively healthy on their last stock. Other than Space, the Stomp Sair is going to be enough to get the knockout. It's now Knoi left to defend for himself here against Tokyo and K. Recovery comes out, tries to connect the Sair. It's not going to work though. Charges up the D-Sig. K wants to go off stage. He should know better against Knoi.
You know, Queen Knoi can definitely steal somebody off stage. You set up with a down air, just like that, Polly. This is a really bad position to be in. Comboing off of his own teammate. He tried to go for the save. He tried to save him, but then he ended up lobbing him right in front of Noi's face. Now Knoi picking up the spear. K is left without a weapon. Could be whiffing the D-Light. Tries to reposition with the pogo. Not going to be able to actually connect it. Playing super safe, super dangerous. The safe GC D-Sig, but he put himself off stage. He tried to go for the down air, trying to lead a fast fall. Knoi might be able to make this comeback, but K has the lethality. K is Telos. He needs that stomp. He needs that one D-Light.
K is desperately looking for a punish, but Knoi keeps trying to punish, keeps trying to bait him. K is able to slip in there and find that punish finally, and that is going to be 2-1 on the board now, as K and Tokyo are able to close that one out. Very, very close indeed.
I do like the fact that Knoi actually had Guitar Set. I think it was pretty valuable. This is something that I like to think about, like, which is, what are the comeback weapons? Like, what are the comeback weapons in Brawlhalla in like a 1v2 setting? I don't think Spear usually can do it very well, because a lot of like your big openings, we're thinking about Endlight, we're thinking about Sidelight, we're thinking about D-Light. Even if you hit those or if you whiff those, the issue is the other opponent is just kind of able to go ahead and hit you harder for it. By virtue of having guitars, that is a weapon that does a very good job of kind of like splitting them up, and then you're able to really follow them, and kind of like stay on top of like the enemy. Right, which kind of like makes it a little bit difficult for them to be able to assist. Noi's play to go for the recovery. He was able to punish the save. That was amazing. I loved it.
I'm looking very judgmentally into the camera right now. I feel like Spear's pretty good. I mean, you got Sair, you got Recovery, two amazing tools. You can float around the place. You got a ton of drift on those attacks. Nonetheless, I gotta mention, I gotta agree with you that Noi's 1v2 potential is stronger on the guitars. It definitely seems like the weapon that he is favoring.
Yes.
Now, one thing that I gotta mention, I gotta address the elephant in the room, and I'm sorry, I don't want to sugarcoat this. Space needs to lock in.
Yeah, that last game, that was 283 damage. So a little bit of locking in. And Space actually going to be going on over to the, you guessed it, Scarlet. Scarlet, actually quite an excellent pick. Hammer is Hammer at the end of the day, of course. And then Lance is also such a good twos weapon. Let's see what Space is going to be able to make happen with Switch.
Yeah, for sure, because I feel like Knoi is definitely at the top of their game right now. If Space is able to be there a little bit more for him, I feel like this could be really, really massive for them. Now, let's see what they're able to do here. Space already able to get something started, going for a ground pound there. Able to hit the Sair on the way back out, though. And I honestly feel, looking at Space movement, he seems a little bit more confident on this Scarlet.
Yeah, Space, oh my gosh, but he is getting juggled at the moment. It's a little bit difficult for him to land. Knoi, excuse me, gonna be swooping in, able to connect that side light, looking for the D-Sig. It's not gonna actually find his connection. Tokyo, love the back away, connecting so many D-Lights at the moment. Space, which that Sair ends up putting himself into the corner.
Stomps here comes out. Not enough to get the knockout on Knoi. We're seeing back-to-back knockouts here. Both K and Space going down to the second stock. Knoi going for that D-Sig. What a nice punish by Tokyo. That's someone that's punished 100 or 1,000 Queen Knight Spear down signatures with a hammer before.
Dashing in, dashing out. Blue team going to be slowing down the pace of the game for just a second. Okay, Enlight, is it going to be a follow-up? The GC side sig is going to be able to connect, but Space is going to be hitting Tokyo harder than he ended up hitting Knoi to begin with. Going to be closing out that stock. Okay, is in a bad position, but the save! The D-Light connected before the ground pound? That was so good! The ground pound would have connected, that would have spiked his teammate. That D-Light was so clutch, Polly.
Very, very clutch. Down signature comes out from Knoi. K, he's gonna have enough options to get back onto the stage, but Tokyo is gonna get... Dude, I'm telling you, Space has leveled up. Wow. Space actually locked in. He might have been listening to the stream or something. Side signature gonna take that stock off. In the meanwhile, though, it looks like Knoi is struggling a little bit more.
Looking for the stop. Oh, the sail comes through. It hits both of them, but that is okay because at least it takes out Space's stock, and Tokyo is still here to stay.
Let's see. Able to dodge away, trying to go for an immediate punish with the side light there.
Tokyo,
yeah, side signature gonna catch both of them. Tokyo trying to go for the follow-up with the neutral signature too there. Oh, I love the idea with the recovery, trying to set up a team combo.
Okay, Knoi, this is your chance. You're looking at K right now. Gonna be picking up the spear. Polly, I want to see if I'm right, but a little bit of friendly fire. There's a side light, neutral, that's gonna be really difficult to come back from. I don't know if Knoi has the fight in him. He has two basically healthy stocks to take out here if he wants a chance.
And there you go, the side signature. I mean, you throw it on neutral light, you're getting caught. You're putting yourself in so many active frames. Nice option to go for the side signature there, and that is going to be set.
Yep. Nicely done. That means Tokyo and K will be moving on throughout the bracket. I think above all else, you know, K and Tokyo, they just landed a lot of hits. It's very difficult to match a lot of Telos' damage output. I think their juggling was really good. You like saw, you know,